Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Doc Lafear, and it's actually been a while since I've done an actual commentary just by myself without being live or anything like that, so this is a little bit different, but we got Battlefield Bad Company 2 Rush gameplay, and this is quite possibly one of my favorite maps, or quite possibly one of my favorite areas for the bombs to be set at, simply because this is like a defensive gold mine. If you can get past this base, you're most likely going to win the game, and I like that about this. What you want to do here is, A is obviously the hardest one to get, but I'm going B first simply because it's the easiest. I know that doesn't really make sense, but you know, it works out into my favor later. But it is extremely hard to arm a bomb and at the same time to kill the guy that's coming in. So, you know, that's something that I gotta work on come Battlefield 3. But if you want to know what just happened right there, what I'm doing is I'm respawning, and I'm just cutting out the kill cams and the deaths, so I can speed up the gameplay a little bit more without actually destroying the pacing of the game. But anyways, I'm using the XM8 Compact, and I think there's 3 different variations of the XM8 into this game. There's an XM8 Compact, XM8 Assault Rifle, and XM8 LMG. All pretty much have the same iron sights, only they're verified and have different ways. So anyway, I don't know. I end up getting a 3-piece there, and he ends up taking me out with one hit with the 870 combat shotgun, which I've been using a decent amount. I've been using shotguns quite a bit, but that's another story for another day. But this game, I basically just go inside their base. Same old, I attack, and that's just what I do. But as you can see here, arm the bomb. I don't care if I die as long as I arm it, and for some reason my teammates were pretty good this game. I had one really good teammate that really helped me out along the way, so I mean, props to him. He played the objective, and for some reason, and I have no idea why, but inside this game, Battlefield, that's what I'm saying, this game, not this actual game that I'm playing right now, I tend to play the objective more so than I'd play inside of any other first-person shooter, any other objective-based game out there. So I have no idea why. I guess it's because the teamwork that it needs to actually win, because you know, I love to win. That's one thing I like to do, and I just like come up here and just surprise him like to no other. That was a funny moment. But at this point inside the game, my shot was on, and if you're wanting to know, I basically just I cut out the first part of this game because I was switching up my weapons, and I just wanted to record like the part that I did the greatest in. This would have been like a 17-minute gameplay or something without it, but now it's down to like 7-something with it. So I mean, that gives me a lot of time to work with. So I hope you understand that logic behind it. But yeah, this map's pretty large. I think it has 5 different sets of objectives to go through, and I just go through arming each one of them and try my best. I don't know how many arms I actually get. It's probably upwards to around 5, 6, or 7 this game. Don't quote me on it because I'm not 100% sure, but at least that's what I think I got. And right here I got myself into a bad position already. They're already disarming it, and I can't really see anybody in there, so you know, nothing much I can do. I probably could try to climb up that, and I don't know how many kills I got right there. I think I just got 1, and then somehow I got turned around and M60'd, but whatever. And I use this tank just for a second to get close to the objective, because spawning on your teammates is pretty key, and that's why, in my opinion, Battlefield has the greatest spawn system to ever live inside of a first-person shooter. And the reason why is because you get to pick your spawn, basically. And normally, there's a base. Now, I can't say for squad deathmatch, because, you know, spawns are, of course, going to be a little, depending on the map, but spawns are going to be a little bit sporadic. And inside of Rush, Conquest, you know, it's not going to be like that. Now, I can understand spawn trapping on Conquest, but inside of Rush, it's the more fair game type depending on spawns, because you basically have a base, and you just keep moving up from that base, and it's really hard to spawn trap on rush. And Battlefield does a great job of that, as I tactically take advantage of his health pack and heal up. And for some reason, I thought that was a vehicle. I have no idea why. I don't know what triggered my mind, so I just instantly pulled out my rockets, and I was gonna shoot him, but he ended up dying. So I was like, why am I shooting him with a rocket? And then I realized he's not a vehicle, he's just a man. But whatever. And look at that, I love that. I was like, I seen that tank coming up, and I was like, you know what, let's take the tank. And I think I overstay my welcome a little bit inside this tank, or I don't know what happens, but just trying to pick people off inside these buildings, because I want to get this armed as soon as possible, get the game over with as soon as possible. And that's just what I do. I came to win, and that's what I'm gonna do. So take that guy out. And I know this guy's up there on the stationary, but I can't seem to get him, and then get taken out to the side by C4, and there's just nothing I can do about that. And moving on up, I spawned behind a teammate. Actually, I think I took a quad bike down here, but I didn't include it into the film because it wasn't important. But I literally just ignore my left side completely here and go B. And I monopolize both bombs that way. And I try to get into a position where I can watch both of them. But I realize they're up here, back there inside their spawn. See that guy hiding inside the billboard? This guy almost takes me out, but luckily my teammate was there. And I see a couple coming that way. Threw a nade just in case, wrapped around, picked him off. There you go. And I get taken out by a Neosted. And I basically destroy Alpha, and seconds later, okay, there you go, destroyed Bravo, or whatever it's called. A and B, whatever. You get the picture. My team won. Their team lost.
Okay.
We're going to blow it up. Let's go. We win. That's the game. So final score of this game is 30-14. I did better with the XM8 over everything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.